I also wonder how Matthew Coronato might affect that. They're similar profile players, but he's unsigned. He's at Harvard. If they go all the way to the Frozen Four final, there'll only be 2 games left this year. I'm putting you on the spot, Frank, but do you have any intel on Coronato and Harvard, who you could argue is the top prospect in the Flame system right now?
I don't, but I thought it was really interesting to see San Jose pay a 3rd-round pick yesterday for Henry Thrun, who's also at Harvard and is also a senior, and has, more or less told the Ducks, "I'm not signing with you." That's the reason a deal like that ends up happening, is you force your way to somewhere else. And so obviously the Flames know that pretty well. Do I need to bring up
Fox.
Adam Fox or no?
No, I think what's important
And
is
Harvard?
to bring up the difference at the circumstances. Fox was in his 3rd year at the time that trade happened, and he basically said, I wasn't going to sign. And rather than call his bluff and force him to go back for a senior year, they had him in that Carolina package. This is a guy in his 2nd season, and comments on the broadcast last night from Eric Francis says, he wants to chat with the team about a role on an NHL team, and he still, would love to sign with Calgary.
That's the situation that you force yourself into as a team, is like, you may try and not saying that that's what's going to happen here, but this is how teams think about it now, is that you may actually have to pry the player out 1 year earlier than you want to avoid getting to the junior year summer conversation of like, I only need to wait it out 1 more year in order to have my pick of all 31 other teams, instead of being shoehorned and wedged into your organization.
Yeah, and I know this is big on this might not be something that's on your radar, but I know a lot of Flames Twitter's talking about this, and there's all that scar tissue. Tkachuk, Gaudreau, Fox, like you can understand why this is a concern for the fan base. He could be a free agent in the summer of 2025, or he could be done his entry-level contract in the summer of 2025. I think that's a massive, massive point in this, that even if you don't want to be in Calgary forever, you could be into your 2nd contract at the time that if you wait it out, you haven't even played a game in the league yet. You're turning down a lot of money and earning power if you stay in school.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you want and what you value. I don't know. He's also at Harvard, so like, I'm imagining that piece of paper also means something.
Totally.
Well, you went to Harvard, Frank.
Twice, didn't you?
I actually was a student at Harvard's Ivy League rival, Columbia.
There you go.
So the shitty school behind you?
Yeah, the shitty school in New York that cost $1 bajillion.